Hey everyone, happy first Tuesday of March, which means that it is everyone's favorite day. It's Tax Talk Tuesday. Just in case you missed the news over the weekend, the House of Representatives passed what's called the American Rescue Plan Act early in the morning on Saturday, and the bill now moves to the Senate for consideration. So while we wait to figure out where this is going to go, we wanted to pass along a few of the tax related provisions that the current bill does contain so you might get an idea of where things are going to end up. So, first, the one that everyone talks about, this bill does contain another round of those economic impact payments or stimulus checks, whichever one you want to call them. And if this bill is passed in its current form, this is going to be the largest economic impact payment to date. Currently, the bill does call for $1,400 payments to individuals who are making $75,000 or less, or $2,800 to married couples making $150,000 or less, and an additional $1,400 per dependent. The income limits, these limits that I just mentioned, they're going to be applied to your 2019 adjusted gross income unless you've already filed a 2020 return. So if you made less money in 2020 as a result of the pandemic and you're struggling to make ends meet, it may behoove you to go ahead and file your 2020 return if it qualifies you for additional assistance. Otherwise, it's going to look to your income in 2019, so the taxes that you filed in 2020. Another important change in this American Rescue Plan Act is an increase to the child tax credit. So for 2021, this credit is going to become fully refundable. No indication yet on whether that's going to be a permanent change, but that means that it can push you into a refund. So basically, if you were ordinarily going to owe tax, a credit can cancel out that payment. When it's a refundable credit, it means that it will actually push you into a refund and you will get some money back to you. And so they're going to, or at least the current bill, increases the child tax credit to $3,000 per child or $3,600 for a child under the age of 6. And the credit will now also apply to children who are 17 years old. So that's kind of the first part. The second part of this is that the IRS is directed to make advance payments on this credit beginning in July of this year. So phase outs are going to begin on this credit in the same or on the same schedule as they do for the stimulus checks. In other words, individuals making more than $75,000 and married couples making more than $150,000 are going to receive some kind of reduction in this credit. Third, for those who might have lost their job but wish to continue their health benefits from their previous employer, the bill does provide premium assistance for individuals eligible for Cobra continuation coverage. There's a fair amount going on with this portion of the bill, so if this scenario does apply to you, it may be best to speak with an insurance provider directly. Big picture here, though, there is premium assistance to help you pay for that coverage. And finally, just to kind of roll a whole bunch of changes or proposals into one, if you will, there have been expansions or could be expansions to the earned income tax credit, the family and sick leave credit, the employee retention credit, so on the employer side, and then the child and dependent care tax credit, which is separate than the child tax credit, has also been made refundable. That last part's limited to the child and dependent tax or dependent care tax credit. The others are just expansions. But yeah, there's definitely a lot going on in this bill. We don't know exactly how this might change over in the Senate, but I don't think we anticipate major changes this time around. There are already talks of another coronavirus relief bill, but so far, most of that seems to be just speculation. We don't know what it's going to contain. But yeah, as always, we really do appreciate you guys checking us out. Please let us know if you have specific questions about some of the things that I just talked about, or if there are any other specific tax topics that you'd like to hear about. We're always looking for ideas. But yeah, if you'd like to, feel free to subscribe. We'd love to have you. We're posting these things pretty much every week. Until next time, though, we do hope you have a great Tuesday and a great rest of your week. Thanks.